Here we go.
Get you some.
Hey guys, you know what time it is. It's Monday night. We're hiding in the basement from the wife and kids. They're upstairs. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're watching TV. Who knows
That should be
what's
part
going
of the
on.
Who Gives a Crap segment.
Yeah, it should be part. Who gives a crap what they're doing upstairs? We're down here in the basement. We're drinking Appletinis. We're going to be talking about a lot of fun stuff tonight. Go get your Appletini. Get a shot of Jack Daniels. Get a beer. John's got a beer rocking too over here.
It's a good one, too.
So, and we got Jack Daniels, so we'll be sneaking some of this in a little
boy.
bit. It's going to be one of those nights. So, glad you could join us. And we're just going to jump right in. We're going to start talking about a lot of fun things. So, as usual, comment, ask questions. Jeff Wilhelm, yes, stunts. Here we go, stunts.
Yep.
Hey, Mom, thanks for jumping on board.
Thanks,
for
Mom.
being here.
Good to see you,
So-
bud. Thanks for joining.
I'm going to look through here. They must be able to hear us because nobody has said no audio. Because
Or
earlier,
maybe they don't complain about not hearing us.
earlier, I forgot the audio
It
on the
happens.
promo.
It happens.
Oh,
We're
well,
live. Anything can
it
happen.
happens. It happens. Hey, Johnny G, thanks for joining me, man.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure.
On our February 26th
Wouldn't be a Monday
show.
without it.
I know it. Happy Appletini night, Monday night.
Ooh.
You know, we used to do a show on Friday night, but we found that doing it Monday night, more people were home and could watch, like Stacy Cooper. She just jumped on.
All right, Stacy.
So
good to see you.
We had our football banquet for Pal the other night.
Awesome.
Gave out the trophies to all the kids. And you know what they gave me as my gift? And it was very thoughtful, and I love them for it.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a Philadelphia Eagle blanket that is so soft.
Very cool.
I have slept with it every night. I snuggle up with it. And then
Okay.
my wife tries to come near me, and I'm like, no,
Don't touch
don't
the
touch
blanket.
the blanket. You're a Redskin fan. Stay over there. Not allowed to touch my Eagles blanket.
Understood.
So, Dan's not here tonight, and Robert's not here tonight
I
either.
noticed the extra elbow room.
It's like, we can move around.
Yeah, I like it.
We can,
I like it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Big guy,
Yeah,
little bar. We're behind a little tiny bar. But Dan's not here tonight. You know why Dan's not here tonight?
I heard it might be his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Yeah.
If you're friends with Dan Franco on Facebook, make sure you let him know it's his birthday.
Yep.
Hey, Dan.
Raise a glass to
Yes,
Dan Franco.
Dan Franco. Happy birthday, buddy. I've got a little special treat for you here, Dan, too, as you know, for your birthday. It's his 29th birthday again. I really don't know how old he is.
Oh.
But
I've had a few of those.
yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to start out and we're going to show you some pictures and we're going to give you a little retrospective, a Dan Franco retrospective of his life.
Could be good. Might not be.
Could be good. All right, you ready? Here we go. Here's little Dan with his mom, Debbie.
All right.
Yes, there they are. Look at little Dan right there. Look at that haircut. Look at that.
Love it.
He's got
Love
that
it.
70s style, right? He's rocking
Absolutely.
it. He's rocking the 70s style.
Absolutely. The little collar, everything. That
I
looks
love it
pretty
too.
good.
I love it
Pretty
too.
snazzy, Dan.
And here we go. Here's Dan. He's wearing his Star Wars shirt, and he's being a good dad, and he's reading The Night Before Christmas to his son, Jack. Look at that right there.
Awesome.
What a great guy.
Yep.
Here we go. And here's Dan Franco, one of his acting pictures. I took this picture of him, and he uses it for some of his promo stuff, but that's him right there. As he is an actor, as we all know.
Yep, he is.
So, all right, and here we go. There is Dan and his lovely wife, Melissa. There they are, right there. Happy birthday,
Beautiful
Dan.
couple.
Hope you guys
Yep.
are having a good time tonight, whatever it is you guys are up to. I know it's your son's birthday as well. It's Jack.
Oh,
his
very
son's
cool.
birthday, too. They share his
Awesome.
birthday, which is amazing. Here we go. They're at the Terps game right there, going to see the Terps play.
Go
and
Terps.
They're petting the turtle.
Yep.
I'm not a Terp fan myself, but you know they enjoy the Terps.
Oh,
they go all the
absolutely.
time. They have season
Absolutely.
tickets, which is amazing. There's a picture of Dan and his lovely wife again at their wedding.
Awesome.
Here's a picture of Dan and his wife and his son Jack at an event that they all went to together. A lovely family. There's Dan raising the cup above his head for his birthday,
Love it.
or for the over 50 league he played. Oh, did I say over 50?
50. Oops.
Whoops. Sorry, Dan. He's not 50. But we have a lot of fun. I've known Dan for a long time. There's a picture of me and him sporting our Magnum PI.
That's good
mustaches.
stuff right there.
That is good stuff right there. And of course, we have a lot of fun here at Appletinis with Ken and Dan Franco.
We do, indeed.
We have a lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. with Dan. Happy birthday, Dan Franco.
Dan, happy birthday, buddy.
Here's to you, man. Happy birthday. So if you get a chance, jump on Dan Franco's page. Wish him a happy birthday. He's celebrating tonight. I know he has a hockey game tonight as well.
Oh,
so
score a goal for us, Dan.
Hat trick on your birthday, pal.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That would be awesome. Yeah. So make it happen. Let us know. Keep us updated. Hey, Charlie Bunce, thanks for joining us, man. Good to see you.
Dan DeLuca said Dan can't read.
Well, it's okay. I don't hold it against him, Dan. Right. He can't read. It's just, you know.
How you doing, Dan DeLuca? Good to see you, buddy.
He was here yesterday.
Awesome.
We did some shooting for that new web series we're doing.
Yep.
That ghost hunting series.
That's
I can't talk too much about it. I signed a non-disclosure agreement with myself.
That sounds important.
Yeah. I signed it with myself.
Wow.
I did. I was like, Ken Arnold, you cannot... The definition
of an agreement doesn't it have to have two parties?
Yeah, me and myself.
Oh.
And it could have had three parties if I threw I in there as well. Me, myself, and I. So
makes perfect sense.
It does make sense. But I signed a non-disclosure agreement with myself. I can't say much about it until it's time to say much about it, which will be soon.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Can't wait for a little para-abnormal, which is going to be a lot of fun. So there's another guy who's not here tonight with us.
Who's that?
Our buddy Robert. He's actually on his way. Our entertainment correspondent, Robert Neil Marshall.
That's not him. That looks like Kevin Kline.
Wait a second. That's not Robert?
I don't know.
But I saw this on his page the other day.
It looks like Kevin Kline.
It does look like Kevin Kline. I love the mustache. He still has the mustache.
I love that calculator watch he's got on too.
Oh my God, he does have the calculator watch. He's rocking that. I love the stash. I love the hair.
Yeah.
Our guy Robert, he's not here.
That hair's real?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that hair's real.
Awesome.
So he's not here tonight. We miss him.
Well, we miss you, Robert.
Yeah, he had a great time. He's out in LA right now. He sent us a video, so let's check it out. So here we go. We're going to check out Robert Neil Marshall live on his way to LA.
Sweet.
Hey everybody, this is Robert Neil Marshall with Appletinis with Ken. I'm here at John F. Kennedy International Airport, about to head out to Los Angeles because Ken put me on assignment to cover the Oscars for Appletinis with Ken. And that's a great idea, Ken, but I don't have a ticket, I don't know anybody, I don't even know how to get on the red carpet. I mean, I guess I could say I'm Ken Arnold and I start in the Night Watchman, but I don't think that'll work. And I could say I'm Sully Sullenberger. That may work, actually. It may work. Anyway, so it's, I'm sorry I can't be with everybody tonight, but have a great show, and I hope you guys are having a good time watching Appletinis with Ken. Check back. I think we might be doing an Oscars special coming up before next Sunday's show. And to any of my friends that are out in LA, it's a really quick trip. I'm going down to Oceanside and seeing some family, but in and out. So I apologize if any of you are suddenly mad at me that I might be in LA and I won't get to see you. But you can see me here on Appletinis with Ken, and of course, I'll be back soon. And guys, I'll be back in the studio with you soon as well. So take care. Aloha from JFK, and I hope my flight's not late. So anyway, that's it. Ciao. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Robert, for sending that in. You know, he really had that cool effect working. On the shot that he was doing.
Yep.
It was the whole shaky cam thing.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that style. Yeah. It's like really shaky. It's like, so you can't really focus in on him.
Doctors for that though. It's like,
I think there's medication for that.
I hope he braves JFK well too, because that's a pretty crazy place.
I don't know. Maybe he had a little too much caffeine or something.
Could be.
I don't know. But Robert, thank you for sending your video in. Have a great trip out to LA. He's going to be working. He's got some documentary stuff that he's shooting while he's out there.
And safe travels, Robert.
And then he'll be back. Hey, Sharon Donalfo. The Eagles, baby. Right? J-Mon's on. Sweet. All right, we got 11 people watching, which
not
isn't
too bad. Not too bad for just me and you.
Not shabby.
Right?
Without a live musical guest.
Right.
Although I could sing. I could break in the song at any second.
Good.
And sing.
Just the mention of that, we lost one.
Oh, darn it! I'm sorry. Come back. I'm sorry. Come back. Watch us, please. So, Johnny G.
Yes.
Let's get into it. Let's chaps your ass, man. I mean, let's just break into it.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
What chaps your ass?
You gotta wait for the promo.
Sorry.
All right.
I forgot.
That's okay. So now you can go.
All right.
Boom.
Well,
go.
Living in Annapolis, there's an area where Forest Drive turns into 665. Where there's an extra lane on the left-hand side that merges into the middle lane. Well, think it's a problem when people try to use that as like, let's see how fast I can go, and you know, it drives me bananas. People try to get in front of 12 other cars.
That would be me. No.
Well,
I'm kidding.
I'm that jerk that doesn't let that person in. I'll get on that next guy's bumper and not let that guy in, but it really bothers me because it's pretty dangerous and there's no need for it. I mean, you're in a rush to get into the traffic that's a quarter mile down the road.
Yes. No, I agree. I hate that.
It bothers the hell out of me.
That little interchange right there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. Whoever designed that, way to go.
Right. She gets shot in the face.
Yes. So, my aunt joined. My aunt Joanne. Hey.
Hi, Joanne.
Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
Dwayne's here with us. I won't sing, Dwayne, I promise.
What's up, Dwayne?
At least, unless I get going on an Eagles rant, and I might break into the flag.
I am not singing that song again.
So you don't have to.
I know.
Nobody said you had to. All right. Moving on, because, you know.
What chaps your ass?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What chaps my ass? I totally forgot. Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You know what chaps my ass?
Tell me.
People who come on the social medias with a political rant about something. Could be anything.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter which side of the fence it's from.
Right.
And then when people disagree with them, they complain.
Yeah.
And they say that those people are trolls and haters, and there's so much hate out in the world. Oh, why do people hate me? Always me. Then don't post stupid shit on the social medias.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. If you don't want people to disagree with you, don't post dumb stuff.
Right.
And you know what? Most times, anyway, they're preaching to the choir.
Sure.
They're preaching to all their friends who are the same as them and whatever.
Right.
But, again, if somebody doesn't disagree with you, it doesn't make them a bad person.
No.
Really. It doesn't.
No.
I don't think so.
The thing about posting that stuff is that part of the time they're facts.
Yeah.
You can't argue facts. The other time it's opinions.
And it's a lot of knee-jerk reactions to facts that aren't correct.
Yeah.
And people are just start arguing about stupid stuff.
And everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Look, people post political stuff all the time on Facebook. I don't get involved.
No,
you want to know why?
Either.
Because and people post stuff I don't like, who are friends of mine.
Right.
And people post stuff that I do like that are friends of mine. But I'm not going to comment on it either way. And I'm not going to dislike either person either way.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense to me. I know people who don't talk to people anymore.
Right.
Because of stuff they post.
Political views,
which
religious
is ridiculous.
views. It is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I can disagree with you and agree to disagree and still be your friend. Right. And still do things together and hang out and
like us.
Yeah.
You're an Eagles fan.
That's
I'm
right.
a Giants fan. I don't hate him because he's an Eagles fan.
But on Sundays when we play.
Right. It's a different story.
It's a different story. And then the day after, we're back to drinking Appletinis.
Right.
So I'm just saying, people who pay exorbitant amounts of money for one-page websites.
That's a good point, Dan.
That is a good point, Dan.
Yeah.
Howdy, my Aunt Joe. She just said howdy to us.
Howdy.
D Money. There's Dan DeLuca. And my mom's saying hi to my aunt.
I like that. Everybody's having a conversation.
Everybody's having a conversation in our comments.
Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves. We'll continue on.
Eric joined. His birthday was today as well.
Hey, happy birthday, Eric.
Yes. And my brother-in-law, Mark Donafo. Hey, Mark Donafo, I'm going to be sending you logos this week for Appletinis with Ken t-shirts that we're going to give away
I like that.
free
on
the show.
I want
coming
one.
up. I got to get Mark. Remind me, send me a message tomorrow. Just remind me, I got to get you those logos for the Appletinis t-shirts.
Does he make t-shirts?
He does.
He might be making my band t-shirts then.
All right, Mark, I got business for you.
Yeah, maybe.
Right here.
If the price is right.
The price is right. Because I get special family price.
Right.
And he's Italian. Did you see his last name?
I did.
Donafo.
Nice. I like that.
You guys can work it out.
All right.
There's Charlie Bunch jumping on board saying happy birthday, Eric. These Appletinis are good, man.
They are good.
And you're washing it down with beer. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, long day at work.
So, something happened to me today. It was phenomenal. Right? I woke up this morning, it was like going to be a long day, just another Monday of, getting ready for
Monday.
Appletinis.
Right.
And, Monday, just stuff. And I'm, phone rings. And it's my mechanic. Good friend of the family, but it's my mechanic. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, yeah, nothing, just hanging out. He goes, why don't you come down to the shop today? Meet me here about 11. So, all right. So he has my car. And if you guys don't know,
not just your car.
Yes. It's my baby.
It's a pretty special
It's
car.
my baby. So it's the love of my life.
Right.
Sorry, Maria, but it's my car.
Mistress.
So, yeah. My sister Sharon, if you're on, Betty, check this out, right? They remember this car. This was my car in high school. Now imagine it in immaculate condition. That's what I had.
I'll tell you what, though, that looks pretty cool just like that.
It looks pretty damn
like
cool, right? Well, check that out. So this was when I got it back from my dad's house a few years ago. Before I let the mechanic take it and take it over and start working on it, because it needed work, as you can see. It needs a lot of work to get it back into
its glory.
Its glory days. So take a look at it. I'll tell you what, this car is amazing. My sister Betsy, because that was the nickname my mom gave it.
Very cool.
And here's the engine right there, as it was when I got it from my dad. It had some new parts on it, you know, but you could tell it's pretty rough.
Sure.
Pretty worn down.
Got some age on it.
Yeah, it's got some age on it. Well, check this out, Johnny G. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I went to the mechanics today, and he unveiled this thing. Look at that. Look at the engine. That's the same engine, folks.
That's beautiful.
That's the same engine. I'll bring the other one back up. That right there is now that right there.
Awesome.
So
now, it's not just painted, right? It's all rebuilt.
It's all rebuilt,
okay.
All brand new stuff, all gas, everything is new pistons.
Awesome.
They showed me pictures of the pistons, the new pistons they put in,
Very
everything.
cool.
And what we're going to do this week, at the end of the week, is we're going to actually start the engine to kind of break it in before it goes back in the car.
Sure.
So we're going to get a good look at that engine, and I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I want to work on it.
So actually, I would like you to come down with me when we go.
I will. Sure.
Because I want to do a little skit for Appletinis about the car and the engine and everything. And what they told me is that they were going to have it done in about 3 months. That's entire car.
Phenomenal.
So it'll be done in 3 months. I'll have the car. I've got to get a garage for it, and I mean it's gonna be out of this world.
Yeah.
Hey Eric, yes, it's sweet ride. Let me tell you something. Yes, it is a 327, Dwayne Bateman. It is 327. And the mechanic tells me today, he goes, I said, it's going to have about 325 horsepower.
We can get more out of that if we need to.
But I told him I really didn't want any more of that. I said, well, what was it prior to that? He said 180.
Yep.
And he goes, it'll give you about 325, between 325
That's
and 350.
good because it's a nice light car.
Yeah. And
it'll go pretty well.
I don't really want much more than that. I didn't want it to be. I don't need a hot rod. I don't need to race it in a quarter mile.
Right.
I just want it to look badass as I'm driving down the street, and it sounds phenomenal. He's putting this thing on it that makes it sound, the Chevy sound makes it sound more like that. Like
sure. All right.
Wah, 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 wah,
That's
wah.
very cool.
So I can't wait to get in this car.
Dual exhaust, all that good stuff.
And we're gonna go to the car show up at
ready.
Marley Station on Friday night.
I'm ready.
And hang out.
Let's do it.
So we'll do that for Appletini. We'll do a special Appletinis from the car show. It's going to be amazing. Holy smokes, that engine would go great in your Vespa. Yes, it would, Dan DeLuca.
It would, Dan.
It would fit right on it.
Yep.
And crush it, probably. But
it's cool. I can't wait.
My cousin Deneen joined. Hey, Deneen.
Hey, Deneen.
How you doing? Aunt Joe's on. Betty's on. My mom's on. I got the whole South Jersey's on.
Yeah, I love it.
Right? So I know you guys are excited about the Eagles winning. You and George and the whole family about the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Yes, finally.
Me, not so much. But I'm happy for you.
But yeah, and my family from South Jersey.
And happy for them.
Yeah,
sure.
So tell me about your favorite car growing up. What'd you have? Did you have
my favorite car that I actually owned was an '83 Chevy two-wheel drive pickup.
Oh, nice.
That I bought. I thought it had a 6-cylinder in it because it was such a dog when I first drove it. Later to find out it was just a piece of crap 305. I ripped that out. I actually went through a few different motors because I was pretty rough on it. Blew a couple of motors in it. But when I went to school for auto mechanics, I built a motor. It was about 410 horsepower.
Oh,
and
nice.
that truck was the baddest thing I ever drove. Living in Ocean City at the time when the hot rod show would come in, I would race everybody. Even though they would beat me, I would still race everybody.
Why not?
Right, exactly. From traffic light to traffic light. But that thing was my pride and joy. I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into that, and lots of money, and it was just a phenomenal vehicle to own. Had it for about 10 years, and then I gave it to my brother.
And then that was it.
That's a tough story to talk about. But anyway, it was the love of my life at the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, cars, you know, you think about it growing up, you know, all the cool cars. You know, you remember who you were hanging out with, where you guys would hang out with. Everybody would have their car, whose car you drove in, who went where. I mean, it was so much fun. We would hang out at the McDonald's on a Friday night.
Sure.
And then we would go to somebody's house. And hang out, and then we would come back to McDonald's, see who we could meet up with, go someplace else, go to a movie, do all cool things like that.
And my son is right. Dad's gonna cry over a car. Absolutely, I cried over that car when I lost it. But yeah, I mean, fortunately for me at the time, I hung out with a lot of guys that were into cars, and we used to go to cruiser night every Thursday, where they would have a swap meet and car show, and you'd get parts and exchange parts, and you make friends who have the same interests as you, and it's just a great
It's a
day.
lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
That car, that 67 Camaro, that was my mom and dad's first new car that
That's
they bought.
pretty cool.
They bought it in 1966, brand new.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And we've had that car ever since in the family.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to my sister, she comes on.
Yeah.
Who packed 12 people in mom's K car?
My mom had a K car too.
Yeah. My mom also had a Yugo, and so did my sister. We had two of them, and they sat in the driveway. It was ridiculous. It looked like roller skates. Two Yugos. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Remember those Yugoslavian cars?
Yep. I sure do. They were junk.
DeLuca said he had a VW bus from '78.
That's awesome.
Dude, if you still had that, it would be worth
It'd be worth some money,
oh,
absolutely.
My God. And Dwayne said he had a 71 Nova with a 350.
Nice.
With a 705 Holly carb. Nice. How
Very
much
cool.
gas did you go through when you hit the gas?
Right. Pass everything but a gas station. Yep, that's the issue I had.
But yeah, this car, I can't wait to get it back on the road. We had so much fun in that car. Did I race it sometimes? I don't want to say in front of my mother, but yeah.
Well, you're off her insurance policy now.
The fastest I ever had it going when I was a kid, and I did it twice, 120 miles an hour. And
that's good times, man.
Yeah, and that I've never, and you know what? I would never do that again, I don't think, unless I was on a track.
My son, John, respond to this. How fast would I drive it?
As fast as it could go.
Yep.
Look at my mom. That's not even funny.
Yep.
I know, Mom, but that was back in the day when I did stupid stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't do stupid stuff now. It's
it
just
happens.
I do, you know, other stupid stuff, like drink Appletinis on a Monday night.
Right. Yeah. Well, you have nowhere to go, so you're all right.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, moving on from the cars. Great stories, guys. I'd love to see all the cars that you had.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about I wedged it in between two trees in the woods.
That's right, John. As far as the dial would go.
Yeah, that's beside the point, Betty. So we don't need to bring that story up. Thank you very much. But yes, cars. You know, and I can't wait till we get a chance to take my car and we get drive. I might even let you drive it, John.
Oh, I will drive it.
I'll knock you out and drive, right? I'll knock you out and take it for a ride and bring it back and go.
Yep.
And I'll be sitting there going, what happened, Johnny?
I need to borrow your car real quick.
I'll be back. Oh, that's great. Anyway, the Winter Olympics are over. Finally over. I'm kind of relieved. Because it was a lot of watching TV at night.
But it seemed like it went really fast. And like I said, with it being in Korea, we didn't get to watch a whole lot of the really cool stuff, you know?
You know, and to be honest, I kind of like the Summer Olympics better.
Right.
I used to like the Winter Olympics more, but I've gotten to like the Summer Olympics a lot better. And I think it's because of Michael Phelps, and he's from here.
Right.
And we get a lot of that down here and that energy. Because he's a local guy.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of what happened with Michael Phelps. But now he's done.
Yeah.
So,
but somebody's going to have to step it up.
They did a great job. Yeah. South Korea. It looked like it was a phenomenal Olympics. It looked like it was great for the city of Pyeongchang.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, our Olympians, we won 23 medals in the Olympics in 4th place, which is about right for us. We usually wind up in 4th place, 3rd or 4th.
Well, considering it's Winter Olympics and Sweden, we're going against Sweden and Norway and all those other countries, it's kind of difficult to compete.
The final medal count, Norway had 39. Germany had 31.
Right.
And they both had 14 golds.
Right.
Canada had 29. And we had 23.
Right.
So we were in 4th place with 23. Our gold medals... Of course, we had 9 gold medals. Redmond Gerard won snowboard slopestyle. Jamie Anderson won. Chloe Kim, Shaun White Michaela Schifrin, Jesse Diggins, and Keegan Randall for cross country.
That was awesome though. To see them finish.
Yes, our first ever. Did you see how close that was?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was amazing. And here they are right here.
Yep.
They won the first gold for us in cross country. These two young ladies.
And the men's curling.
Great.
Can't forget about that.
I'm gonna bring them up right now.
That was awesome. For
These
a bunch of guys that stand around, drink beer, and throw things down the ice. That's pretty cool.
First gold medal in men's curling.
Yep.
Matt Hamilton, this guy right here, who of course is my favorite. And why is he my favorite?
Because he's got a beer belly.
No, he's got that Tom Selleck stats working.
Okay.
He's got the stats working. That is a total Duluth native right there.
That's
that guy's
awesome.
out of Duluth, Minnesota. I lived in Duluth for a summer. I even went to the Curling Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I did. I went to the Curling Hall of Fame.
Is it a telephone booth?
Me and Maria. No. They had the big curling stone out front. I took a picture in front of it.
Cool.
Me and Maria, we were like,
nice.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was interesting, you know.
Yeah.
When you're in Thunder Bay, Ontario, there's really not a lot to do except go to the curling museum.
Right.
The Hall of Fame.
Let's not forget about the women's hockey team, though.
I got that on my list. The women's hockey team.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was great. I loved it. But I gotta say one thing. People were trying to compare it to the '80s against Russia.
Not quite the same thing.
Not quite the same.
Not quite
but
the same.
still phenomenal and amazing. And
what was cool about it? I don't know if you saw the game prior. The game against Canada.
They lost.
They lost, but man, how chippy was it?
Oh, it was
they
great.
Were fighting like men and hitting like men. I thought
they were fighting like girls and hitting like girls because girls can hit and they can fight.
Agreed.
So
it was awesome to watch.
Yeah,
it really was.
They were kicking butt.
So congrats to everybody that.
Of course, beach volleyball. Yes, Johnny, your son with the beach volleyball. Yeah, in the snow.
Are you talking about the men's or the women's, John?
Yeah. Eric Onyate said his passion, his new passion.
It's pretty fun to watch. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's cool at the same time.
Yeah. But again, our Olympic athletes, very proud of you. It's not our best Olympics.
No.
But and they even had an article out today said that we missed expectations. You know what? Nah.
It happens.
It's about the spirit of competition. You know what I'm saying? We had a team that went. We were very competitive in a lot of sports. We won a silver in luge. We never won a medal that high before in luge.
You're right.
Come on.
Yep.
Right? We did a decent job. You got to give it to these guys.
Crazy sport.
80 miles an hour.
Any of those sports on that track are crazy.
That last Olympics, a guy died. Remember? Because it wasn't safety. It was crazy.
Insane.
But anyway, the Olympics, guys. It's every 4 years, man.
Did you watch
Beijing
the closing
is
ceremonies?
Next. Yeah, I did.
That one, some of it was just too weird to watch. Like, I guess their biggest female artist in Korea.
Yeah. I saw her. I was just like,
what is that?
And the pop music that's supposed to be very like global sensation right now.
The 8 men boy band or whatever. That was unbearable. But
I was like,
whatever.
Well, somebody likes it.
I guess. So, yeah.
But yes, the Winter Olympics, guys, they're over now. So, what do we have to look forward to, Johnny G?
Baseball.
Oh, spring training's already started.
It is.
Did you see Giancarlo Stanton in the Yankees uniform?
It's a beautiful sight.
It is a beautiful sight.
His first batting practice, I don't know if anybody saw it, but his first batting practice, he hit a home run so far that it hit the top of George Steinbrenner Stadium and dented the sign. That's pretty impressive. So I'm really excited. Being a Yankee fan, I'm really excited to see that lineup this year because there's quite a few guys in that lineup that are going to hit for power.
It's like Ruth and Gary.
It's exactly
two guys
that
can hit 50 home runs in the same lineup.
Yep, and you got other guys that are going to hit 30 and 40. Greg Bird can hit 30.
Yep, he can.
And Gary Sanchez can
hit
30 and 40.
Yeah, if he doesn't get hurt.
Right.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get hurt.
Didi Gregorius hit 21 last year.
The problem with the Yankees, it's not their bullpen.
It's their starting pitchers. Right.
And, CC Sabathia is getting older.
Yep.
But
he threw well last year.
He did. But the Yankees are out there. My team, the Philadelphia Phillies, I'm always a Philly fan. But I do like the Yankees as well. I have to admit, since I was a kid. Because they were winning all the time. The World Series in the 70s.
Right.
But, the Phillies, they look good this year. They got a young team, the Phillies. I don't think they're going to really compete for a playoff spot. They might come close to the wild card.
Well, let's just hope that they're better than the Mets.
Oh, they're absolutely
because my family is divided in baseball season.
They're absolutely going to be better than the Mets.
They're
the
all
Mets
Mets fans. I'm a Yankee fan.
The Mets are in turmoil. The Mets got a manager who doesn't know his ass from his elbow, and they got a lot of injury problems, and they don't know how these guys are going to come back off their injuries. So the Mets, I don't think the Mets are going to be there either.
No.
In the Eastern Division, in the National League, it's going to be the Nationals. Maybe the Phillies compete for a wild card, maybe.
Right.
But, you know, like in football, I predicted the Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
In baseball, the Phillies are not winning the World Series.
Well, with it being such a long season, it's hard to pinpoint who's going to win. You could say who's going to be good. I mean, I think the American League East is going to be pretty tough this year. The Red Sox are going to be really good again. And then you got Cleveland in the Central. They're going to be really good again. Yes. So Houston's going to be really good again.
So here's what we're going to do. In a couple weeks, we'll do a special show outside of regular Appletinis about the baseball season when it starts, because we got about a month, like 5 weeks till the season starts. Right. So we'll do a special show. We'll get more into detail about baseball. So if you're into baseball, check for that show on the Appletini site, and you can tune in, and we'll go more into depth about who we think is going to win the division, who's got the strongest team, who has the strongest pitching staffs, X, Y, and Z. Right. And we'll talk about that stuff. But I think that we need to move on and get into other things that we need to talk about. So, let's see what we got here on comments, because I see
Charlie. Yes, I'm a Yankees and Giants fan. Just to clear that up.
Yes.
Mets and Jets. I'd rather swallow broken glass.
Catching this, Eric is an Orioles fan, so he's Andrew Susek.
I tell you what, they have a great manager.
Yeah,
and they got some great players.
Yeah. So Buck Showalter's,
he's a great manager.
So. We'll see. The Orioles have some issues. Again, their pitching staff is always an issue, but they can score some runs. They have been able to do so over the past few years.
The problem with the Orioles, I think, is that their owner, Peter Angelos, does not know how to spend his money.
Yeah, well, you got to get a better GM. But, again, we'll go into that in more detail. Right. So let's moving on. So, anyway, here's what's coming up this week. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're not going to do anything about it too much in depth, because, again, we're going to do a special show about on Saturday afternoon with the whole Appletini squad. Hopefully John can be there. But me, Robert, Dan, and hopefully John, we're going to do a show about the 90th Oscars. We're going to do a special live show on Saturday afternoon to give you our picks for the major categories. We're not going to get into short documentary and that stuff, but we will do the major categories. Of course, it's the Oscars. One of these that hopefully one day I will have in my basement, or at least a picture of one in my basement.
Well, I'll buy you one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. But hopefully one day I might come close to winning an Oscar, or at least seeing a film that won an Oscar.
Or meet somebody named Oscar.
Exactly. Well, I coach football with a guy named Oscar.
There you go.
So there. I've almost got it all those boxes checked off. So, there's Charlie Buns. All right. So, what about, let's just run real quick. We'll do one category for the Oscars. Best Picture. Call Me By Your Name. Darkest Hour. Dunkirk. Get Out. Lady Bird. Phantom Thread. The Post. The Shape of Water. And 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Now, I'll give you my top 3, and then I'll tell you who I think is gonna pull it out. All right, so Call Me By Your Name.
Okay.
Great film. That's in my top 3. Shape of Water by Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
And 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Sam Rockwell it was in it, and Frances McDormand and Woody Harrelson.
Okay.
Of those 3 films, I just think The Shape of Water, across the board, is a better film. Is strong in all categories: acting, editing, music,
directing,
DP. I just think it's such a strong film. So I'm going to go with The Shape of Water.
I think a lot of people have been saying the same thing.
Now, it doesn't mean that it can't be upset by a film like 3 Billboards, or by a film like Dunkirk or The Darkest Hour.
Yeah, I heard Dunkirk was really
all
good.
Great films. So it's really, really.
Now, why isn't the one about what's his name there?
Who's that? What's that?
The circus guy, Barnum and Bailey. What's the circus one?
The the Greatest Showman? Or whatever?
Wasn't that?
Yeah, it wasn't a great film.
No?
No.
I heard it was okay.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was
well,
it was
glad I didn't
entertaining.
spend my money on it.
Entertaining, but
Okay.
not Oscar
Okay.
entertaining, I guess.
See, I'm not an avid moviegoer. I just, you know.
So
I did see Jumanji this year.
And it was good.
It was great.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Jumanji's great. The Rock's always great.
Yeah.
I love watching The Rock. He makes me laugh. So.
Him and Kevin Hart were great in it.
Yep. Oh, there's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Don't wait till I'm too old for the red carpet. Whoops, too late.
That sounds like a challenge.
And she said, "Whoops, too late." She already knows she's too old for the red
awesome.
carpet. Mom, am I gonna take you, or I gotta take Diane Lane?
Oh,
you thought I was gonna say Maria?
That's a pretty good choice.
I'm taking Diane Lane.
It's a pretty good choice.
My Aunt Joanne, she's gonna go get her dress tomorrow for the
Love
Oscars.
It. Sweet.
I love it. And then she's gonna sit at home and watch it on TV in her dress. I love it.
Yeah.
Take pictures and send them to us.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Anyway, Mom, I would take you. When it happens, I'll take you. You might happen next year. You never know. I got some cool things coming up.
Yeah.
You just can't talk about them. I signed that NDA with myself. Remember?
There's a loophole in there somewhere.
So let's get into. All right. So that's the Oscars.
Yeah.
Right. So let's get into a couple movies that are coming out this week, or a movie that's coming out this week that I got to see.
Okay.
All right. What movie is that? Ready, Johnny?
Yeah.
And I know you want to see it too.
Yeah.
Death Wish. The remake with Bruce Willis. It's like a remake.
I think it's pretty cool.
Remember Charles Bronson back in the day?
Charles Bronson was a badass.
Yeah. Well, Bruce Willis in this movie is a badass. It seems
I
to
hope
me.
so. He needs to be.
It seems to me that Liam Neeson and Keanu Reeves and Bruce Willis, they're doing these older dude action flicks, revenge movies.
Right.
Because they work.
Yeah.
Work for Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
It's working for these guys.
Yep.
I haven't seen a bad one yet. I thought all the Taken were good. The third one was but it's still the same.
He's still awesome though.
It's still great.
Liam Neeson's pretty cool.
And then John Wick and John Wick 2 were both awesome, and I love them. And his car in those movies.
Yep.
Oh.
Any movie with cool cars is good.
Yeah, great. So we're gonna make a movie with my car when it's ready.
Let's do it.
I'm telling you.
Let's do it.
Johnny said, "Can I be your bodyguard at the Oscars?"
Yeah, you can work.
Why?
For
Yes.
me.
Yeah. You'll be your dad's assistant because
Right.
he'll be my first guy.
You'll be my gopher.
Yeah. And then the Black Panther, right? You haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it yet. Nope. My son saw it and he loved it.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's a great film.
Yeah.
Now, is it the best Marvel film I've ever seen? No. I'm not going to say that, but it is really good. It's tight. It's great. It's got great special effects. It's a great comic book movie. Very entertaining. If you get a chance, see it in the theater because it was built for the theater.
Right.
With all the sound and all the effects and everything.
Yeah.
I do believe there's a conspiracy theory out there about the Black Panther. And I will say that I did experience it myself.
Okay.
So when I went to the theater and I went to buy my tickets, because now you got to buy the reserve the reserve seats at the mall.
Yep.
When I went in, all the seats were sold except 2.
Okay.
So I bought one, and then I don't know who bought the other one, but there was one left. When I went into the theater to watch the movie, it was about half full.
Yeah, we ran into that issue too.
So I'm thinking that because it's breaking pre-sale records, and somebody bought these tickets, and then just people didn't sit in the seats.
Right.
So trying to inflate their numbers. I wish I would have thought of that idea for my film. I wish. But it's genius.
Right, it is.
It's genius.
It is.
Whoever thought of that is genius. But, breaking records, pre-sales, breaking records for, box office. But when I was in the theater, which was, according to the computer, sold out, it was only half full. So it was a little strange.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
All right, whatever. Still, the money's still going to
absolutely
whoever.
Yeah.
Somebody paid the ticket price. Whether there's a butt in the seat or not, doesn't matter.
Yep, they're still making the money.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's my theory. Yes, Wakanda forever. Grammy, my grandmother loves Charles Bronson. Yes, my 98-year-old grandmother loves Charles Bronson. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I think she likes what's his name, Roy Scheider from Jaws better. She watches Jaws.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
She watches Jaws every day. It's amazing.
It's a great film.
It is amazing.
Yep.
All right, so moving on. Did I tell you about that film that we never talk about?
Which one?
The one we never talk about. with the clowns in it and everything?
It?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No. This one. This one with these guys in it. The Night Watchman.
Right.
Right back here, the poster of the Night Watchman. The Night Watchman.
Look at the guns on that guy.
I know it. The
Man,
guns are gone.
DeLuca is huge.
I know. Look at him. Over in the corner. I took a month off from after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I went into a drunken stupor for a month, and I just stopped going to the gym.
It happens.
So now I got to get back. Johnny G, it. Oh, yes, no.
I try to be funny.
So anyway, The Night Watchman, if you have Amazon Prime, boom.
Go check it out, yeah.
Can watch it. If you're a member of Amazon Prime for free. For free. Right? So you can go watch our video, our movie, The Night Watchman on Amazon Prime if you're an Amazon Prime member. If not, you can always rent it. You can rent through Amazon, or you can buy the Blu-ray, which we love when people buy the Blu-ray. Right. Because now you have a permanent copy. You can keep
you watch it whenever you want.
Yeah, keep it at home.
Right.
So,
and I recommend watching it a lot. Yeah. Especially the end. And if you don't blink, you might see me and my son. So
just cheers to that.
Yeah, man. Right? Cheers to that.
So The Night Watchman is now available on Amazon Prime. So check it out if you get an opportunity. I'm going to have to make some more of those.
Yeah, they're good.
So anyway, we're moving along pretty good here.
We are.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Still waiting on your prizes. Well, you got to come down here and get them. Yeah. I'm going to the mailbox tomorrow to send Tony Laporto's out, even though he's not watching tonight. But I'm going to send his stuff out. Yep. He won the CD and the DVD. Mm-hmm. So I got to send his stuff out. All right. You ready to play our favorite game?
I am ready.
All right. So now, folks, it's our favorite game. Where the bleep am I? Yep. All right, Johnny J.
I'm going to assume my position.
Assume your position, buddy. And I'm going to bring up the place where you're going to be chilling. And then you can ask questions, and I will do my best to give you the answer. All right. You're in your spot.
I'm in my spot.
All right. Give me a second here.
I'm taking my phone over here so I can see where I am.
No. I'm going to change it now just to mess with you. All right. Here you go. You ready?
I'm ready.
And Johnny G is in. Where the bleep is he? Right. I'm going to bring up your microphone now.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. All right. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom. There's Johnny G.
Am I there?
All right. You are there.
Okay. Is it green? Because that's all I see.
No, it's not green.
All right. Is it in the continental United States?
No, it is not.
Okay. Is it somewhere over in Europe?
Yes, it is.
Is it like somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea area, maybe?
Yes, it is.
Is it Italy?
It is in Italy.
Okay. Is it the Vatican?
No, it is not. Where are you, Johnny G? Go ahead.
Is it the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
It is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Johnny G. Woo!
That's got to be a record.
I don't think it's a record, but it's pretty good, pretty close, man. That was pretty good, buddy.
Sweet.
Way to go. So hang out, because I'm going to put you in some different spots right now. All right, right now you're hanging out with my car.
Sweet.
All right. You're in, right now, here you go. You're in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yes, you're actually in front of the Hollywood
I don't look
sign.
like a person that belongs in Hollywood.
Sure
maybe somebody living in a cardboard box in
Danny
Hollywood.
Trejo is in Hollywood.
I love him. He's cool.
All right, guess where you are now, real quick. Ready? It's in Europe. It's called the City of Lights.
Paris?
Yes! The Eiffel Tower.
I'm pretty damn smart when I'm not so
pretty
stupid.
Good. All right, where are you now? You ready?
Yeah.
Boom. The sun is shining. There's water behind you. There's a beach. Where are you?
Greece.
No, Florida.
Florida, Tampa Bay.
No.
Oh, Palm Beach.
Further south.
The Keys.
Too far south.
Fort Lauderdale.
They have a team.
Daytona.
That's called
Jacksonville.
No, further south.
Miami.
Yes.
Okay.
Good for you. Sweet. All right, man. That's enough.
All right. I did good.
You did good. You got the Leaning Tower of Pisa so fast.
Awesome.
I was like, oh my God, I got it.
Well, it must have been the Italian connection.
The Italian connection. I wanted to put you in Italy because, you know, you're Italian. Yeah. So, there you go. But see, there's your...
Yeah, nice. You know, when I first met my wife, I asked her if she had any Italian in her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just leave it at that.
Let me guess. Did you have a little Italian in you? Really?
Yeah. Okay. She said no, and I said, well, would you like some?
Yeah. Wow. Appletinis needs to book me for stand-up before Letterman.
You know what? We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. When are you going to go do some stand-up?
You need the crap or get off the pot.
Yeah, you got to go practice so we can come and heckle you.
Right.
Johnny.
Yep.
So get out there, go to an open mic, let us know when it is. We'll show up. We'll heckle the crap out of you.
We'll throw stuff at you.
You'll cry like a baby.
Yep.
You know, you'll quit
Yeah.
stand-up comedy altogether. So.
I'm okay with that.
Charlie Bunch said it might be the record. I think it might be.
Hey, cool. I set the bar.
All right. So, moving on. Yes. You know what time it is.
I do.
He's probably not watching anymore. But it's time for Dan DeLuca.
Oh, we go way down.
And his news you can't use.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Let's do it.
I'm going to bring this up.
What do you got, Dan?
Let's do it, Dan. Ready?
Breaking news.
Welcome to Appletinis with Ken's weird news you can't use. Been on a blind date lately? Not unlike most blind dates, Liam Smith, a grad student at Britain's University of Bristol, started a wonderful evening with a woman he met on Tinder. An evening that eventually went to shite. At some point, Liam's Tinder date asked to use his bathroom. When she returned, Smythe said she had a panicked look in her eye. Smythe said the woman confessed, "I went for a poo in your loo and it would not flush." He then claims the woman said she reached into the toilet bowl, wrapped the massive deuce in toilet paper, and threw it out the window. Smythe suggested that going outside together and bagging up the offending poo and throwing it away would be a good idea, and then they could move on with their date. But alas, Smythe's bathroom window doesn't open to the garden, but into an 18-inch gap between buildings. Smythe's date then had the bright idea to climb out head first and retrieve the poop herself, when they realized she was stuck upside down. At that point, Smythe called for help, and the Bristol Fire Department drove up within minutes. After a bit of struggle, she was freed with nary a scratch. Although she had been upside down for some time, with the company of only a few spiders and the smell of her own feces, she was absolutely fine and just pleased to be free. And even though their first date ended up stinking to high heaven, it hasn't swayed Smythe off a potential future with his lady friend. Instead of dumping her, there might just be date number 2. That's the news you can't use. I'm Dan DeLuca, and I'm not wearing any pants.
That was awesome.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan, really?
I love it. I love
it too.
anything about poop and farts.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. Can you imagine you're on a date, right? And your date leaves, and then she comes back and she's like, she got this look in her. Have you ever had that happen to you? You go into somebody's bathroom and.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, me
Sure.
too. Me too. I think I've been there maybe once or twice.
Yep.
I had a.
Yep.
You know, one that was a little large and clogged up
And
the toilet or something.
starts coming up
and you're
and
like,
you're like, oh my God,
shit,
oh no,
what do
no,
I
no,
do? I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there.
Yep. Oh well, what can you do?
Yes, Charlie Bunch, the poo. Thank you, Dan DeLuca, for your news you can't use.
Love it.
You can check that out on our YouTube channel by itself if you just want to check out that video, or share it with your friends because it's pretty hysterical.
Yeah, it is.
At least I think it is. So anyway, moving on, and I forgot, and I wrote it down. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at AppletinisWken. So if you haven't followed us yet there, please do so. You can also become a patron. And we had a new patron join today.
Yep.
Thank you, Cheryl Starlakis.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on board. We appreciate all that you do, and we appreciate all the other patrons as well. It helps us. It gives us new equipment. It allows us to bring on better guests. It allows us to shoot videos that normally we wouldn't have the funds or the budget to do.
Yep.
So we thank you guys for all of that. And if you know of anybody who wants to be a patron, please do so. And if you haven't done it yet yourself, please go to our Patreon page and, of course, sign up, become a subscriber for as little as $1 a month. That's all it costs.
All it
or you
costs.
could do 5, or you could do 10.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, and
So-
tell a friend.
Yeah, tell a friend. So help us out so we can bring on better guests. We can bring on Tom Selleck. That's the goal, people. Tom Selleck. All right. There's my mom. She's laugh out loud at the poop jokes.
Who doesn't? If you don't, you're not living.
So we're about wrapped up here, you know. Like I said, like us, share us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go to our Patreon page. Like us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's huge. We need subscribers. They changed their policy, and now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be able to monetize your stuff.
Yeah, so
we're not there yet. We're not there. We're closing in on it, but we're still a little short. That's what she said. But we're going to get there, guys. So please subscribe to our YouTube page and check us out over there. We have extra videos over there that you normally won't see on this Facebook page.
Yep.
So, and on our Patreon page as well. So.
Nice. A pacer. That's awesome.
I know it.
Love it.
Thanks, Victor Coco. I just checked over there on the YouTube page right now. I should have done it earlier. All right. So, hey, next show, guys, is March 5th, next Monday. Johnny G, thanks for joining me.
And you know what's coming up pretty quickly?
What's coming up pretty quickly? Oh, St. Patty's Day.
Irish Day.
I know it. That's one of my favorite days.
I got a brand new shirt for that day.
That's one of my favorite shows and one of my favorite days. It actually falls on a Saturday this year.
Yeah, how about that?
That is crazy.
That's trouble.
But we can't wait for St. Patty's Day because we spend the day together and we start out at 7 in the morning.
Not just us. We don't want you to.
No, it's for the most part.
We have our wives hang out too.
Yeah, but they're talking to each other.
But it usually ends with
chicken
shenanigans.
Wings. Chicken wings.
Right.
Chicken wings and shots of Irish whiskey.
Whatever we can get our hands on.
Whatever we can do.
Yeah.
But guys, our next show is next Monday night, March 5th. We'll have, I think Dan's back next week. Happy birthday, Dan Franco.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Yes, man. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great time tonight. Just get that hat trick. Let us know. And we'll see you
Robert
next week.
week?
Robert probably.
Okay, good.
I'm not 100%
We'll be in
sure.
full force.
If he's back from LA yet. Okay. I think he's here. So.
Hopefully we'll have a special guest next week. I have something in the works, kinda.
Yes, we're working. And if you know anybody who wants to be a guest on the show, have them contact us.
Yeah.
Or if you are a special guest and you want to come on the show.
If you want to promote your business, a band, or movie,
book,
whatever.
Film,
anything.
Whatever. Let us know. We'll get you on the show. You can come and have some Appletinis with us.
Yep.
So, guys, I'm going to bring up the close right here. And I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Hold on one second, Johnny G.
Sure.
I've been wanting to do this all night. You ready?
Yep.
There it is.
Man, I got to do one of those.
I know. We got to shoot you. We got the green screen now.
Do it.
But there it is, people. I'm going to dance this place out. All right. Good night, everybody. Peace. Enjoy your week.
We out.